what do we see here? We see Pandora's box. Now, it's a very famous story where this box contained all the evils in the world and Pandora opened it. As a result, evils in this box spread everywhere in this world. But today, we are not going to discuss about the evil stored inside the box. In fact, we will look at this box geometrically. Now, if we look at this box and try to figure out, do we see any geometrical figures on this particular box, or is this particular box made of different geometrical figures? For example, do we see a cuboid or a cube or a hemisphere or a cylinder in this box? Well, let's try to see. First of all, what about this particular part? If I mark this particular part, don't you think this resembles a cuboid? So we definitely see a cuboid here. What about a cube? Well, a cube has all its edges of equal length. Well, here we don't have all the edges of equal length. You can clearly see that these edges are longer while these are shorter. So we don't have a cube here. What about a hemisphere? Well, a hemisphere is completely round, while this portion is round to an extent, but this and the face on the other side, both the faces are flat. They are not round. As a result, we don't have a hemisphere here. What about a cylinder? Well, if you see closely, this particular part definitely resembles a cylinder, but a part of the cylinder, not a complete cylinder. So, if we consider this box and this part of the box, then what do we see? We see a cuboid. We exactly have this particular portion which resembles a cuboid. Now, what about the upper part? Well, as I said, the upper part resembles a cylinder, but it resembles a part of the cylinder. Well, if you extend all these edges, you will actually get a complete cylinder. So this particular part here is basically half of a cylinder. So we don't have a full cylinder, we only have half cylinder. So we have this curved surface here, and then we have these two flat surfaces on either sides. So this is half cylinder. So if we consider this box as a whole, we have a cuboid and a half cylinder joined together. Now, what if I need to find the surface area of this particular box? What will I do? Will I simply find the surface area of cuboid? And with this, we will add surface area of half cylinder. So, surface area of cuboid plus surface area of half cylinder. Will that give us the surface area of this entire box? Well, there is a small catch. That is, if we consider the surface area of this entire cuboid, well, one face of the cuboid is not visible here, is not part of the surface area of this particular box. Well, if you look closely, in the case of this particular cuboid, this face here is inside the box, isn't it? So this is not part of the surface area of the box. It's inside the box. So if we find the surface area of the cuboid, we will have to subtract this particular face. Now, what exactly is this particular face? Well, it is the face of a cuboid. And in this case, we can clearly see that it is a rectangle. So if you see from the top, you will find a rectangle. So basically, once we find the surface area of the cuboid, we will have to subtract this area. That is area of this particular rectangle from the surface area of the cuboid. And only then we will find the surface area which is visible to us on the box, or which is part of the surface area of the box. So if we need to find the total surface area of the box, it will be surface area of the cuboid, that is this particular part, minus area of the face inside the box. Well, there is a face which is inside the box that needs to be subtracted from the surface area of the cuboid, and to this we will add surface area of half cylinder. So this particular portion here will be added to it, and then we will get the total surface area of the box. Now, if we have these dimensions given to us, that is, we have this particular edge 6 centimeter long, this particular edge 6 centimeter long again, and this particular edge is 25 centimeter long. Then what will be the surface area of cuboid? Well, we have a very special formula for finding out surface area of the cuboid. And what is it? Well, surface area of the cuboid is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. So if we replace these values by the values given here, we will get our answer. So in this case, if we want to find the surface area of the cuboid using this formula, what can we write? We can write it will be equal to 2, and inside the brackets we have length into breadth. What is the length in this case? Well, in this case 25 centimeter is the length. So 25 into breadth. What is the breadth here? Well, this is the breadth, which is 6 centimeter. Then we have plus breadth into height. Again, we have breadth 6. And what about the height? Even the height is 6 centimeters. So it will be 6 into 6 plus we have length into height. So length into height, which is 6 centimeter. So 25 centimeter is the length into 6 centimeter is the height. And we close the bracket. Now, once we calculate this, what do we get? Well, we get 2 into 150 plus 36 plus 150 centimeter square. Now, why do we write centimeter square? Because we are finding out area. So, whenever we are talking about area, it is always in square units. In this case, the unit is centimeter. So, it is centimeter square. So 2 into 150 plus 36 plus 150 centimeter square, which is 672 centimeter square. So now what we have is the total surface area of the cuboid, but we don't need the total surface area of the cuboid. We need to subtract the area of the face which is inside the box. So this particular face needs to be subtracted. Now, what is the area of this particular face? Well, we know that length of this particular box here is 25 centimeter and the breadth is 6 centimeter. So, even for this case, it will remain the same. So, this length will be 25 centimeter and this breadth will be 6 centimeter. So, now what is the area of a rectangle? Well, area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So, in this case it is 25 into 6, isn't it? So, this will be 25 into 6 centimeter square, which is 150 centimeter square. So, this is the area of this particular face that needs to be subtracted from the total surface area of the cuboid. Now, let's come to this part of the box. Now, this upper part of the box resembles a half cylinder, isn't it? Now, if we talk about this particular cylinder, it is actually placed horizontally. And we know that length of the box is 25 centimeter. So, even at the top, the length will remain same. So, this length here is 25 centimeter, which is nothing but height of this particular cylinder. And what about the radius of the cylinder? Well, we know that in the case of box, the width or breadth was 6 centimeter. So, even in this case, this will be 6 centimeter. Now, what exactly is this in the case of this particular cylinder? Well, this particular face is nothing but half circle and this particular length here is nothing but diameter of this half circle. Now, the diameter is 6 centimeter long, which means that the radius will be half of the diameter or 3 centimeter. So, the radius is 3 centimeter in this case. So, this is how we calculate the radius for this particular half cylinder. Now, if we need to find the surface area of this half cylinder, how do we do that? Well, we have a formula for that. Now, we know that surface area of cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r, where r is the radius of the cylinder and h is the height of the cylinder. But do we need to find the surface area of the entire cylinder? Do we have a complete cylinder here? No, we only have half cylinder. So, this particular formula is not exactly suitable for us. We need to calculate half of this value. So, we need to find out half into 2 pi r into h plus r. So, this will be the formula which we need. Now, 2 and 2 will obviously cancel each other. So, what will be left is pi r into h plus r. That will be the surface area of half cylinder. So, if we replace these values, that is, we have r as 3 centimeter and h as 25 centimeter. So, what do we get? Well, we have half into 2 pi r h plus r. 2 and 2 will cancel each other and we will have pi. The value of pi is 22 by 7. And this is a fixed value which you can use for any calculation. So, if we replace pi with its value 22 by 7, so we replace it here, pi into r, we have a r here which is 3 centimeter in our case, then we have into h plus r. So, h is 25 centimeter height plus R, which is the radius, 3 centimeter. So we have 22 by 7 into 3 into 25 plus 3 centimeter square, because we are talking about area, which is always in square units. So if we calculate this, what do we get? We get 264 centimeter square. Now, if we talk about total surface area of the box, then we know that we'll have to add surface area of the cuboid and surface area of the half cylinder. But we'll also need to subtract area of the face inside the box, because it is not part of the surface area of the box. So, if we replace these values, we have already calculated surface area of the cuboid as 672 centimeter square. Also, area of the face inside the box is 150 centimeter square. So we subtract that. Then we have plus surface area of half cylinder, which we calculated as 264 centimeter square. So once we solve this, what do we get? We get 786 centimeter square. So what is the surface area of this particular box? Well, it is 786 centimeter square. And how did we find it out? Well, we had to break this particular box into known geometrical figures. And once we were able to do that, we found out the surface area of each of those known geometrical figures. And also, we subtracted the part of the cuboid which was inside the box and did not form the surface area of the box. So all these things need to be kept in mind when you are finding surface area or any geometrical calculation related to a real life object. It will not exactly represent a geometrical figure, but you will have to break it into whatever possible geometrical figures you know, and then you will have to carefully understand which parts are not applicable. For example, in the case of this cuboid, one face was not part of the surface area. So you will have to carefully eliminate those areas or those parts and then perform the required calculations. And in this way, you will be able to find the surface area or any other value using geometrical calculations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.